Spencer Torkelson and Bobby Witt Jr. are going to be on the opening day rosters this year. It was just announced yesterday. How will this affect their card prices? How will this affect the teams? And just why was this possible? And this never happens. So just yesterday, the Detroit Tigers put out a tweet saying it's happening with the Spencer Torkelson picture, pretty much saying he's going to be on opening day rosters. Similar thing happened. Unfortunately, it wasn't the Royals that made the tweet. Fox Sports did, but said MLB number one prospect Bobby Witt Jr. has made the Royals opening day roster. So they were the ones that announced it. I went to the Royals Twitter page and they didn't say anything on that. So it's a little weird to me. So hopefully that's not a, hey, you're playing opening day, but you're going back down situation. We'll see. He's going to be on the roster day one. But anyways, those two players have been announced that they're going to be on the opening day rosters. And that is a huge win for any prospect lover because you guys know service time is a thing in the MLB. You know, normally teams, they keep their best players down for a set amount of days. It's usually like 36 days, pretty much a month. So that team gains an extra year of control on their contract before they hit free agency. So there's been a rule change during the whole MLB lockout. That is one of the things that was targeted, and this is what was kind of the results of that. So now, and I'm just going to read this straight up. For one, the two top finishers in Rookie of the Year voting in each league are automatically awarded a full year of service, regardless of how much they actually accrued that year. Secondly, teams that promote top prospects in their opening day rosters be awarded draft pick compensation should that player finish top 3 of Rookie of the Year voting and or top 5 in Cy Young / MVP voting. The details on the exact compensation are not yet released, but there will be at least some draft pick incentives to encourage teams to put forth their true best team on opening day. So again, some of this is still in the dark. We don't know exactly how this rule will affect it. Like maybe Bobby Witt Jr., Spencer Torkelson, they come up for the first week and they go back down. But as far as we know right now, we're getting them on opening day, and you never know. With them having to kind of do really well, they might get sent down later in the season if maybe one is struggling. Let's dive into some statistics, and then we're going to talk some baseball cards just to show you guys a little breakdown of these players. All right, I did want to cover some stats a little bit just because it's kind of my favorite thing to do, and just anyone that maybe hasn't been following these players as much, I'll give you a little bit of background on it. So Spencer Torkelson, he went to ASU, Arizona State. I had to put on my ASU baseball shirt today. He absolutely raked. He broke Barry Bonds' freshman home run record, hit 25 home runs there, hit 23 a second year. And then he would have broke ASU's home run record, but he only played 17 games before COVID canceled the season. I think he was only like 3 home runs shy with like 40 games more to play. So anyways, got drafted number 1 overall in 2020, and he kind of got thrown to the Wolves. He plays 31 games at High Hay, does very well, 1,000 OPS. He only had 5 home runs in his first 31 games. His power wasn't really showing up, but it did. They moved him up to Double-A pretty fast. He played 50 games, 933 OPS, 14 home runs in 50 games. Just absolutely phenomenal for getting pretty much thrown to the Wolves. Like I said, he was a college player, but as far as professional pitching goes, that's pretty fast movement. So does well at Double-A, and then comes up to Triple-A. Struggles a little bit. His average does dip down at both Double-A and Triple-A, but still getting on base. 881 OPS for your first time in Triple-A. During your first professional season, I think a lot of people would be happy with that. He had 11 home runs in 40 games as well. On top of that, he walked 23 times in 40 games. So, the dude can play. The dude had a really good first year. Super excited to see what Spencer Torkelson can do this year. He is someone that I've watched a lot in person at ASU, and me and my brother joke around all the time, Spencer Torkelson's going to hit 40 home runs every single year he's in the MLB. So we'll see what he does this year. That is my prediction. 30 is probably the safe bet, but as an ASU fan, I'm reaching for the stars at 40. And then while we're on the topic of Spencer Torkelson, before I jump into Bobby Witt Jr., I want to show you guys just 2 comparisons of their cards, and it's going to be base Bowman Chrome PSA 10s, and it's going to look something like this. So this was the price before Spencer Torkelson got brought up. This was on March 28th. So this was about 6 days ago, and his Bowman Chrome First PSA 10, very popular card, sold for $143.60 at auction. So at auction, $143. That's a pretty fair price for a non-autographed base card. That's up there. So $143.60. before the announcement of him moving up. And then afterwards on April 2nd, $200. This card jumped $57 in 6 days. Insane. Love the hype. Love the hype that Tork is getting. He deserves it. I think he's going to be super good in MLB. Again, he has moved pretty quick, so there is a chance that maybe he can struggle, but I just think his approach is so good. I think he's going to step directly in that lineup and succeed. Again, 40 home run prediction, but no, a lot of movement with Torkelson's cards just because they announced some on the opening day roster. And I don't know if I said it, it's non-autographs because there's not enough data on autographs. There hasn't been the same autograph sold within the past 5 days to really compare. So we're doing non-autos today. So then jumping into Bobby Witt Jr., this kid's special. Gets drafted in 2019, actually struggles a little bit in rookie ball. Only 37 games, only 670 OPS and 1 home run. Everyone was like, what the heck? This dude's the number 1 highest graded high school prospect ever, and he did nothing in his first year. People were shocked. And it was funny because I was telling people, I was like, hey, watch Bobby Witt Jr. just ball out in 2021. And he did that. He did exactly that. He dominated this year. Started straight up in AA. So jumping from rookie ball to AA, getting thrown to the Wolves and just absolutely succeeding. 939 OPS over 61 games and 16 home runs. And then gets moved up to AAA. Doesn't slow down. Slows down barely. 933 OPS and 17 home runs over 63 games. He did strike out a lot last year, and that's the only flaw I can really say for Bobby Witt Jr. is he strikes out a lot. But so far in spring training, he's completely not done that. He's only struck out 3 times in 10 games, 29 at bats, 29 plate appearances, only 3 strikeouts. Love that. And he's raking in spring training too. 407 batting average, 1200 OPS, and he's already hit 2 home runs in spring training. So there's a good reason why he made the opening day roster as well. Just an absolute stud. So same thing with Witt. And I don't think I mentioned Tork's hitting 286 with no home runs, but 4 doubles in spring training. So he's doing fine. I think he has a 400 on base percentage too. So he's doing great as well. But Bobby Witt Jr., same comparison, same card. So it's going to be that base 2020 Bowman Chrome PSA 10. On the 31st, this card sold for $264.50. After the call up, $303.79. Absolutely ridiculous for a base card too. I will say 2020 Bowman Chrome, the quality is terrible. So getting a PSA 10 is a lot harder than it seems. But that is a massive, massive jump just because they said he's going to the MLB. So both players, big jumps on their cards just because of that promotion. And again, we don't know what it's going to look like, but it's pretty sweet. All right, everyone, that's going to be about it today. I wanted to be a quick video, just a little recap for people that are following these players, are not following these players, just giving you an idea of how their card prices have changed and just why they deserve to get brought up because they've just done so well in the minor leagues and they're doing well in spring training right now. Unfortunately, a player like Riley Green, who I think a lot of people also thought would be in the same situation as Torkelson and Witt, day 1 being on the roster, broke his foot. He fell off his right foot. Super sad. So he's going to be out for a little while, which stinks. But no, Spencer Torkelson, Bobby Witt Jr., congratulations. Please, Mariners, just announce that Julio Rodriguez is going to the pros day 1. There's no reason. But the Mariners just do things in their farm system that doesn't make sense a lot. So I honestly won't be shocked if they don't put him on the opening day roster. They started him in high A last year for no reason. Dude should have never been in high A last year. Should have started in double A just like Bobby Witt Jr. And that was with better minor league stats than Bobby Witt Jr. Anyways, we'll see what the Mariners do with Julio, but I'm hoping he's gonna be in the same situation. But congratulations, Bobby Witt Jr. and Spencer Torkelson for making the roster day 1. Super awesome. I mean, ideally, hopefully they ball out so they can stay in the major leagues all season. Again, we don't know what it's gonna look like. Just like in the article, it kind of said we don't really know exactly if they're gonna stay in the major leagues. Are they just going up for a couple weeks and coming back down before they break their rookie status? We're not sure yet, so we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully they stay all year because they are definitely good enough to make that 40-man roster of both of those teams. So no, super awesome. That's going to be the video today. Let me know your guys' honest opinions on Bobby Witt Jr. and Spencer Torkelson in the comments below. Do you think one is better than the other? Is one going to boom? One going to bust? Are they both going to bust? Are they both going to boom? I like both these players. Honestly, if I had to say something right now, I think Torkelson has a better first year just because I do think Bobby Witt Jr. has shown strikeout problems in the past. But I think both of these players are going to be so good at some point in the major leagues. And I hope they ball out this year. I love both of these players. They're both electric. Bobby Witt Jr.'s hands are crazy fast. Torkelson's approach is stupid good. Like, both MLB ready players. Cannot wait. But yeah, that's going to do it today. Thank you all for watching. Again, let me know what you guys think of Bobby Witt Jr. and Spencer Torkelson in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great rest of your day. See ya!